We're keeping an eye on any possible travel troubles this Christmas Eve. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres is live at Nashville International Airport, where it will be a very busy morning. Good morning, Matthew.
Hey, good morning, Chris. That's right. There's already been 3 delays this morning. That's from the United Airlines heading to Houston, Chicago, and Denver. And there's also been 1 cancellation with all the storms heading to New York for the LaGuardia Airport. Overall, things have been really steady this morning, but has been picking up sporadically throughout since 4 o'clock since we got here this morning. But as you can see behind me right now, this is the U.S. Airways gate. It's picked up within the last 30 minutes. The line has just gone longer. Now, this is comparably smaller from what we saw over the weekend when we saw the lines even reach the front gate. But overall, things have been picking up pretty slowly, and it's just moving on according to plan. Employees that work here say they're just glad that things are not so overly crowded and that things are going to a much smoother pace than it has been over the weekend. But overall, across the country, 98 million people are expected to travel during the holiday. 6 million are planning to fly out during the holidays, and about 59,000 of those coming out of Tennessee. But overall, again, things have been going well here. It's just been busy out there right now. But overall, employees say they're pleased that things are going as smooth as they can be, and as well the flyers are agreeing with that statement as well. We'll be out here for the next 30 minutes, but for now we are live from the airport. Matthew Torres, News Channel 5 HD.
New this morning, a man is charged with attempted aggravated kidnapping, all because he was desperate to get away from another crime he had just committed. Police say officers were called to the Walmart in West Nashville just after midnight yesterday when another man identified as D'Angelo Sawyers tried to steal from the store. Clerks tried to stop him, but he took off. That's when officers say he jumped into another man's car and threatened to kill the driver and ordered him to drive off. Now, after a quick chase, officers arrested him. He is now facing multiple charges. Right now, the search continues for a woman with Alzheimer's missing for nearly 48 hours. This is Patricia Collier. She is 70 years old. Collier was last seen at the Walmart in Lafayette Monday morning. She may be driving a red 2014 Jeep Wrangler with Tennessee tags 135DD8. We're told she suffers from Alzheimer's and dementia and may be trying to go to Panama City, Florida or Gulf Shores, Alabama. If you've seen her, call the Clay County Sheriff's Office at 931-243-3266. An elderly man, police say, was attacked by his own brother-in-law and has died. Now the man is facing homicide charges. Springfield police say Antoine Taylor pushed his 78-year-old brother-in-law James Taylor during an argument earlier this month. James fell and suffered serious head injuries. Well, he died from those injuries yesterday. Antoine is now charged with criminal homicide. Just after crews reopened I-40 after yesterday morning's massive semi-fire, another car crashed into the charred wreckage. Police say the driver of a Chevy Malibu was trying to avoid a tow truck near mile marker 227 in Mount Juliet when it set off a chain reaction crash, sending it and another car into the burnt semi. Both drivers were taken to the hospital. Neither of them were seriously hurt. And it's a done deal. A group of investors finalized the purchase of RCA Studio A Tuesday. That trio of preservationists bought the historic studio from Bravo Development for a cool $5.6 million. Developers were planning to raise the property and replace it with a restaurant and condo high-rise. Just days before Christmas, a round of violent storms has killed 4 people and injured dozens more in the south. The National Weather Service confirms that at least 2 tornadoes touched down in Louisiana and Mississippi. Tara Mergener says the winds knocked out power to thousands.
A massive lightning strike as a string of storms ripped through the south. These homes in Tangipahoa Parish, Louisiana were no match. In Mississippi, the governor declared a state of emergency in 2 southeastern counties.
It's like a third world around here. Pretty much every business on the bypass here was gone and or sustained some kind of damage.
In Columbia, Mississippi, a pastor and his pregnant wife got trapped in their pickup as the tornado came barreling down the highway.
It blew this tank over on top of our vehicle and was shaking our truck. Thankfully, it didn't burst the fuel loose from the piping, and thankfully it could have been a lot worse, but thankfully we're all alive.
Downed trees and power lines have forced authorities to shut down several highways. Forecasters say another round of severe weather may be on the way.
Watching this area in particular in orange, chance for a couple more tornadoes, damaging wind gusts and flash flooding.
Crews are scrambling to help survivors and assess damage, even as they prepare for the next line of storms. Tara Mergener for CBS News, Washington.